Hi, Timothy here. I'm sure most people know about Japanese foods, such as ramen, sushi, or wagyu. But there's one thing that seems to go unnoticed, or at least doesn't get as much love. That is wagashi, which translates to traditional Japanese sweets. So this time I'm going to show you guys some of the traditional Japanese sweets that you can find here in Kyoto. So let's get going. For our first sweets, we have this set of Mitarashi Dango and Anmitsu. Mitarashi Dango are skewered rice dumplings covered with sweet soy glaze. It might look a lot, but it is pretty small. It is chewy, mildly sweet, and slightly salty because of the soy sauce, with a hint of smokiness as well. The individual dango is pretty small. I bet I can eat the whole thing in one bite. The other part of the set we have Anmitsu. Anmitsu is a cold dessert made of agar jelly with various toppings. But where's the agar jelly? It is hidden underneath the toppings. It also comes with a black sugar syrup. So let's pour it in. There is no fixed way to eat it, and it's a bit hard to mix, so I guess it is easier to eat it one by one. It has a neutral flavor, it is light and mildly sweet. I think this is a nice way to try various Japanese sweets. You get to try the chewy mochi, chestnut, grass jelly, sweet red bean paste, and warabi mochi. So our next wagashi is something called Zenzai, which is basically a red bean soup. Normally it is eaten hot during winter, but because right now it is summer, they serve it cold. It consists of red beans, obviously, a few mochi balls, and another chestnut, which is in season right now. But first, let's try the soup. The soup itself is quite sweet and slightly starchy, but it is mostly just water and sugar. Now let's try the red beans. That's really good. The red bean itself is not that sweet, so you get the sweetness from the soup. And it uses whole red beans instead of a paste. As part of the set, we also got a matcha drink. That's a pretty strong matcha. At our next location, we are going to try another dango. What's unique about the dango here is, you prepare it yourself. We got two different kinds of dango. Stone grill with charcoal inside, Mitarashi sauce, and red bean paste. They also have a how to eat guide, so let's follow it. First, grill the dumpling on the stone grill and wait until it turns brown. The next step is to turn it to the other side, but don't put the toppings on the dango while it is on the grill, otherwise it will become a sticky mess. Once they turn brown, it is time to add the toppings and eat it. This one seems good to go. So let's dip it into this Mitarashi sauce. That's nice. It is sweet with a slight hint of saltiness. And I really like the texture. The outer layer is crispy because it is grilled, but the dango itself is pretty soft and slightly chewy. Next, let's try the green one. It is a bit hard to dip it into this red bean paste. Maybe I should scoop it out and put it on top. Looks good, so let's give it a try. This one tastes a bit more earthy because they put some mugwort inside, which is what gave it its green color. I think the mugwort pairs nicely with the sweet red beans. And as usual, it is accompanied by a green tea. Our last location is this old-fashioned sweet shop, which is always crowded. They sell various traditional Japanese sweets, but there is no eating space inside the shop. So I brought it back, and here are the sweets that I got. Let's start with their most famous item, Mami Mochi. It's kinda unique because the red beans are sticking out instead of a paste inside the mochi. The taste is quite interesting. The mochi is slightly salty, and on top of the whole red beans, there's also smooth red bean paste inside. Next item we have ohagi. Ohagi is similar to mochi, it is sticky and chewy, but it still has the grainy texture of rice. And I thought it is covered with matcha, but apparently it is nori. I feel like the nori doesn't go well with the sweet red beans. It kinda overwhelmed the flavor. I also got another red bean sweet with chestnut. Surprisingly, this is really good. Flavor-wise, it is like a typical red bean sweet, but the texture is firm and quite dense. I also got a dango, but unlike the one that we had before, this one is plain without any syrup. This is really good. The texture is very soft, but it still has the chewiness of mochi. And the dango itself is more flavorful and sweeter. So there you have it. Those are some traditional Japanese sweets or wagashi. Some of them are unique to Kyoto, but most of them are not. So you can easily find them all over Japan, especially in touristy places. You can even find them in a supermarket or convenience store. They are pretty good, so give it a try. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.